This is a really good example of why you should test as an online store, because the things that work for other businesses don't necessarily work for you and can actually hurt your business and your sales. I'm working with this client and we're running a test on their checkout, and they came to us and they were like, hey, I saw this other store that had this banner that like took over a lot of space on the checkout experience, and it said something about their shipping speed, and I want to try that out because they're a really successful business. So that particular test completely failed. It not only did nothing, it actually, I think at some level hurt the experience because there was a slight 2% drop in terms of conversions. But it was just so interesting because what that test demonstrated was that for this business, the speed of shipping is less important information at checkout than other features and highlights and details that they could share to their customer. This is really interesting because most businesses make decisions based on exactly that. They saw something online, they heard something from an expert, and they go and apply it to their store. What happens in those cases is that they might be right, they might be wrong. Usually businesses make decisions and it's like they implement it right away, so it's really hard because they're not analyzing the results properly. Most businesses just do a very high level, are sales up, are sales down kind of analysis. They don't go into segments, they don't go into specific customer buying paths to analyze what's actually going on. And it's really, really dangerous to make those decisions without analyzing them, testing them, planning them properly. Think about it. That was just a small 2% drop in conversions, which actually is a lot when you think about it. But long term, that's actually going to compound with other bad decisions, right? And it's not going to be 2% anymore. So there's really going to be that compounding effect. And they really could have either avoided the pain of this or actually used it as a learning opportunity. Thankfully, we were there and we were able to use this moment as a learning opportunity and actually identify other messaging and positioning and value propositions that were more valuable than the free shipping. So all of this to say that growth doesn't come from copying. If you're not testing, if you're not actually doing research, if you're not experiment-led, if you're not thinking about your decisions through the lens of an experiment, that you have a hypothesis, that you have insights that you're looking for, that you understand how you're going to iterate and build from your decision, well, you're just guessing and you're gonna burn time, budget, resources, and really struggle to grow. So don't do that, be experiment-led.